Good morning. How are you? I guess you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. On Thursday, I have to go to work at 7, so I'm not going to be present. I'll do the class in the afternoon.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's do this. Sue and Susan had to go to work, and Anne is going back to New Jersey. So it's just us. How lucky are we? So if you have a ball, get it, and a band, a ball and a band. And of course your weights. So back to the mat. Here we go. Big deep breath. Hold it. Just hold it here. Try to reach for the ceiling. And try to get long through your spinal column. Now take the arms down. You're going to fold all the way down. Relax your head. You're just going to look through your knees. So if you can, straighten the legs. And if you need time, that's okay. We're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. And then from here, come all the way back up. Squeeze your glutes as you raise back up. So you're really engaging them. Reach again for the ceiling. Long arms. And then all the way back down again. Nice and slow. Relax the head. So you want to try to let your torso just sort of dangle. If we can get close to the legs, great. Get some good blood flow to your face here. Okay, we're going to take our hands to the floor. Walk out, meet me in your plank. And just hold it for a few breaths. Now step your knees into bear. So they're just above the mat. And now put them down. We're going to do some cat-cows here. So you're going to round your back. Look at your knees. Keep the toes tucked under and just drive your hips backwards a little bit. And now go to your cat. So big arch in the back, but while you create this sinking into the shoulders, but looking forward with that arch, really important to pull the stomach in. Okay, back, reverse it. Drift your hips back, maybe even a little bit more. All we're doing is switching up the angle so we get a little different stretch. Now bring it forward, sink into the shoulders, lift it. And one more time. Round that back, you're pushing away from the floor. Let your head just look at your knees. Drift your hips backwards. Maybe just take them all the way back so they're just hovering over the heels. Few breaths. Okay, come back to your quadruped position. Let's get off the knees just an inch. Step it back to plank. And let's go right into down dog. You're going to hang up here for a little bit as you stretch out your calves. So alternating one heel at a time. Just sort of hang out there for a little bit before you go to the other side. Okay, let's take that left leg, lift it up, and bring it all the way forward between your hands. So you're in what we call a runner's lunge, very low with your hips. Your knee is over your ankle. Now take that left hand, bring it inside, step your back leg back a little bit more, and just sort of switch up the angle of the stretch. Maybe you're getting a little bit more in your inner thigh. Okay, let's step that foot back to your down dog. Lift the right leg up and bring it all the way forward. So try to bring your hips down a little bit. Take that right hand to the inside. You might want to step that back foot a little further back. Okay, step that right foot back. You're right back into that high plank. Put the knees down. You're going to come onto the tops of your feet, but I want you to open up your knees and then sit all the way back on the heels. Slide your arms out and keep your forehead up. So your neck is long, but you haven't dropped your face. You're actually using those neck muscles to strengthen them here, while you get the benefit of that low back stretch. Take big, deep breaths. Okay, come on back up onto all fours. Tuck your toes under. Now from here, you're going to just be in a very small down dog. So hips up, heels down on the floor. And come back to bear. Take your gaze forward so you haven't dropped the face. And right back to down dog, heels down. And let's do that 3 more times. Drop the knees and press back up. And drop the knees and push up. And one last time. Walk your feet up towards your hands. You're going to stay in the forward fold with your arms folded. So hopefully now your torso is getting a little closer to your legs. You'll feel a little more limber. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, hands down, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, look up. So you're extending the spine. Now do a nice slow swan dive all the way back up. Flip the palms, reach for the ceiling. And bring your hands to heart. Little balance challenge before we start with our weights. Pick up your left foot. Now circle your foot if you can. Why not, right? Feels good. Switch directions. Point and flex it. Nice. Do the same on the opposite side. And switch it. And point and flex. Nice. Okay, let's do some butt kicks as you draw the arms back. So you're getting into the upper back, waking up your hamstrings. We're almost ready to pick up our weights. We're going to start with deadlifts. We got a killer leg workout today. And lots of push-ups. I'm so sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Okay, find your heaviest weights. Here go the deadlifts. Oh, I have a runaway ball. How annoying. Okay, here we go. So feet hip width. Push all the weight into the back of the feet. So if you look at me from the side, I'm not weighting my toes. I'm going to drift my butt back, keep my spine long as I slowly lower with my weights very close to my ankles and then come back up. Squeeze your glutes and your upper legs. Whatever you can think to squeeze, just squeeze. So go at your pace, but I like to go slow, especially if you don't have access to super duper heavy weights. You don't want to rush. Think about what you're doing here. Pushing your weight backwards, hollowing out the belly, keeping that spine nice and long. Okay, turn your palms so they face each other and keep going. We're going to add in a hammer curl. So when you come up, give me a hammer curl and then go back down and do that again. Hammer curl, really good posture here, really important. Should be feeling this in the back of both of those legs and of course your arms. I'm going to do 2 more hammers and then we're going to switch it to a regular bicep curl. Okay, so now the palms face out. Come on down nice and slow. And once you come up, you do the curl. So we're doing it at the top of the move. Squeeze and curl. Nice. 4 more. One more. Okay, stay down. I want you to have your palms facing each other. So maybe the weights are just dangling in the mid part of the shin. Go up an inch and down an inch. And keep your weight back. Feeling this a little bit in the upper back. Keep your spine nice and long and your tummy in. So we have 10 more here, 10 seconds. Don't drop your face. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Nice job. Okay, put the weights down. We're going to really beat up our hamstrings. I'm just warning you. So if you have a ball, great. Grab it. If you don't, you're going to start out in a bridge with your feet close to your butt. I know when Sue and Ann do this class later, I don't think they have a ball. So I'm going to cue both ways just in case for everybody's benefit. So if you're using a ball, you're up on that ball with your feet hip width apart, squeezing the glutes. So we're just holding this bridge right now and breathe. Now take the ball, go out an inch and in an inch if you're on the ball. And if you're walking the bridge, you step out an inch and then step back in an inch. Okay, now walk it out as far as you can or roll out on the ball and roll back in as you lift the hips up. And do that again. So if you're doing it without a ball, you're walking your feet out as far as you can get them and back in without the booty touching the floor. Ten more seconds. Okay. Put your butt down. Grab your ball between your knees. Working inner thighs. Squeeze in and just hold. Either your ball or a Pilates ring, whatever you have. Squeeze it in and just hold it. Now take it out, release it, squeeze it in and hold again. Just make sure your butt stays down and your tummy is pulling down. Okay, release it, squeeze back in and hold. Hopefully you've got a lot of shaking going on. And if not, you got to squeeze in even harder. Release it. You have one more hold. Make it fabulous. Squeeze it harder. Come on, you got this. And release it. Okay. Rock yourself up. Put the ball off to the side for a sec. We're going to flip around and do 10 push-ups. We're going to alternate between push-ups and tricep dips. So you're going to start to feel these arms a little bit. So here we go. 10 push-ups. Nice job. When you're done your 10, flip around onto your butt. You remember these, we did them not too long ago. I'll show you from the side. So your hands are pretty close to your butt. Lift up, and then just get into that little bend of the elbow. It's not a big range of motion. There's not a lot of space since we're not on a step or a bench. But it doesn't matter. It still does the trick if you keep your butt close to your hands, right? Don't let the butt come forward because that's just making this super easy. 5 more seconds. Nice. Okay, flip back around. Round 2 of 10 push-ups. Let's go. Okay. How fun was that? Oh my God. Oh, those are hard. Okay. Get those hands close to your butt up and down, bend by elbows. Little break, and then back to a straight arm. Nice job. Okay, we're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay. Little break. So we're going to do a little full body stretch. Take it down nice and slow, hollow out the belly. Once you're down, palms go back behind you. Spread your fingers wide and then make a fist. And then open up nice and wide and make a fist. And do that one more time. And bring the arms in. Roll yourself up nice and slow again. And grab your ball. Round 2, or you're in a bridge. You choose. Feet are hip width apart if you're on the ball or on the floor. Same thing. So lift up, hold the bridge, take the ball out an inch and in an inch. Try to relax the muscles you don't need here, like your neck, your face, your arms. Okay, extend out or walk out and pull back in. Lift your butt up while you're pulling in and do it again. So you're either walking out and in or rolling. Ten more seconds. Okay, nice job. Well, grab your ball. You've never had this much fun on a Tuesday morning, I can tell. Come on down. Squeeze and hold. And then release it slowly. Bring it back in. Really squeeze it. Squeeze it till you shake. And once you start shaking, tell yourself, I love this feeling. And then release it. Squeeze and shake. And release it. You have 3 more here. Release and squeeze. If you're not shaking like crazy, you need to pull in tighter. And release it. Okay, get rid of the ball. Not forever, but for right now. Okay, make sure it's not going to run away. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. We're going to get up on our feet. It's hot here. It's already 80 degrees and it's humid. Okay. Heavy weight, just one. Just hold one. We're going to start with one. So get yourself into a lunge position. Now I want your back heel to be able to be on the floor. So spread your feet as far as you can spread them, keeping the back heel down and the front heel down. Hold the weight at your chest. Both legs are straight. Okay. Now lean forward. Spine stays long. See if you can lower the torso till you're parallel to the floor. Now, once you're down here, give me a little rotation to the left, whatever you can handle, and then come back, and then come back up, shoulders over hips. Now you're going to elevate the back heel, lean forward, come on down, rotate left, come back square, shoulders over hips, heel down. Nice. Now, take that back foot, step it further back. Big step back. Get high on the toes. Lean forward. Now, just hold this. Should feel this in that left glute and upper hamstring. High on the toes on the back foot. Rotate. Come back. Just hold here. Go up an inch with your torso and down an inch. Very slow and steady. And maybe it's 2 inches, whatever, but I want it slow. Okay, now hold it with your torso down and bend your front knee. Just bend it. Nothing else changed. Hold. So now you've got your knee over your ankle in the front. Slightly different muscles coming to the party right now. Maybe a little bit of the quad. Just hold. Now pull the knee forward an inch and take it back where you started. Bring it forward and back. Forward and back. Now it's over your heel. Give me that rotation. Come back, square your shoulders. Keep the knee over the heel. Come back up. Step in. Whew. Hopefully you felt that. Take your left foot back. So as far back as you can take it, keeping your heel down, right? Hold your weight, lean forward. Try to come down so you're parallel to the floor. Your legs are straight. And now add that rotation to the right. Make it as big as you can. Slow and steady wins the race here. And come back up. We're going to run through that 2 more times. Lower. Maybe you lower a little more. Rotate. And maybe you rotate a little more. Square it off. Come back up. And one more here before we change our foot. Come back up. Take your foot now, step it a lot further back and get high on the toes. Hinge. Hold it here for a sec. High on the toes, not a lot of weight in that left leg. You want to be loading up that right leg. Come back up. Ooh, that butt cheek should be talking to you. Come on back down. Maybe go a tiny bit lower if you can. Front leg is straight though. Come back up. We're going to do one more before we add the rotation. Come on back up. Now here comes the rotation. So we come down, rotate right, and back, and up. 2 of these before we bend our knee. This is difficult. It should feel difficult, right? Whew. One more. We got this. We get to bring another muscle to the party after this rotation. Okay, come up. Oh, bend that knee. So now my knee is over, whoops, over my heel. Bring it down. Torso comes down. Leg did not move after you bent the knee. Just hold here. Come back up. Keep the knee over your heel. And lower. And lift. Whew. And lower. Now this time while you're down, bend your knee forward and push it back a little bit. And try not to do this with your toes grabbing. Okay, come back up. Oh my goodness. Put that weight down. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna do a pyramid stretch just so that we can, just so we'll be able to walk later. So we're gonna do the left side first. So left foot forward, right foot back. No weight in your hands. Look at your feet and get them in a straight line. Make sure your back heel stays down. Lean forward. We're gonna take it down until your fingers are on the floor. Round your back, drop your face. You're looking through your knees. Just hold this and breathe. Both legs are straight. It should feel really good. A lot of butt work, inner thigh and hamstrings today. Even the quads got a little bit towards the end, so that's good. Okay, walk your hands up your leg. Step the back one in and switch. So really check the positioning of the feet before you do anything, and then start to come on down. You can round that back, fold it over your front leg. We do have one more round of 10 push-ups. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we do. So from this stretch, just get your hands down, step your feet back, put your knees down, give me 10 push-ups. There we go. Back to your dips. We're not here for long, don't worry. Okay. So your legs are bent, your hands are right by your butt. Just go up and down, break the elbow. So take it from a straight arm to a bent. Nice. 10 seconds. Shouldn't take long to feel this because you do use your triceps while you do push-ups. So probably feeling it. 3, 2, and done. Okay, Pilates style, roll it down. C curve the spine, suck in the tummy. Nice and slow. Head down, arms go back. Spread your fingers wide, point your toes. Try to really split that body in half. Keep pushing down that belly actively. Don't just say, oh, this is great, I can just stretch it. Press it down. Okay, bring your arms by your side. You're going to bring your knees into the chest. We're going to give our back a little love. So little tiny circle with your knees together. Go in the opposite direction. Now open your knees nice and wide and push them away from you. As far forward as you can get them with your lower back on the floor. Little inner thigh stretch. Nice job. Bring them back together. And extend them all the way up. Nice and straight. So we're going to transition to a little bit of core work. So I'm going to have you arms up. Your wrists are over your shoulders. You're going to sit up with both arms and grab one foot. You pick it because we're just going to alternate. And then release it slowly. Take the arms back. Let them come back up. Sit up. Grab the other foot. Lower as you C-curve your spine. Lots of control here, no jerking. And switch. Exhale out as you lift up. And inhale on the way down. Okay, now we're just going to come up using one arm to grab the opposite foot. So right hand, so you've got a little upper body rotation coming into play here. And just have your other hand on the floor by your side. And then release back down slowly. And then switch. So you're rotating your chest. Nice. We're gonna do one more of these, and then we're gonna do some crunch holds. So you're gonna bend your legs. Take your hands back behind your head or by the ears, just behind the ears. We want to be mindful not to be pulling the head forward. Lift your head up, tuck your chin. Now, hollow out the belly and just hold it. Just hold it. Elbows drop back. Shoulder blades try to lift up. Try to really crunch forward. Suck in the belly. This is very active. Hold it down while you breathe. And release it. Now you can let the stomach go. Now re-engage, suck it down, lift up, drop the elbows back, tuck your chin, get the shoulder blades up, and just hold. While you check the stomach down. Very noisy bird. Okay, lower the head. You have one more of these. Lift up, suck in the stomach. Breathe while you do that. Drop the elbows back, lift up a little higher. And put the head down. Bring your knees up and into the chest. Roll the head from side to side. That should be good. Okay. Take your feet and flex them and get your ankles at the height of the knees. So maybe lift your head up to see if you've got your knees and heels together in the same line. Your knees are hip width apart. Now I want you to suck down your rib cage and suck down the belly. I want you to take your palms and rest them on your thighs. Now, for 3 counts, you're going to push your hands into your legs without letting the legs move. Push. 3, 2, 1, and release. Keep sucking down the belly. Push the legs. 3, 2, 1, release. Let's have your lower back on the floor. While you're pushing, nothing's moving. Push. 3, 2, 1. And one last time. Push. Nice job. Pull your knees in. Now make a big circle with your knees independent of one another. And then change the direction. Nice. Now take your legs all the way up to the ceiling. Flex your feet. So point your toes down towards your face. We're going to come up, fingers up, and try to touch your toes with your fingers. And then lower back down. And lift back up. Touch. And lower. And lift. And lower. Don't move the feet forward. Keep the heels over hips. It's okay if you don't actually touch. Don't pull the legs forward to touch. Make it hard to get there. Don't let the belly puff up, suck it down. You have 8 more. Exhaling as you lift, inhaling on the way down. One more. Nice job. Okay, head down, roll it side to side. Want to release all the muscles in the neck. In fact, we're going to extend our legs down along the floor. We're going to clasp your fingers together and then lift your head so you can get your fingers behind your head. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. You're just going to gently tuck the chin and lift the head up. Just hang out here. Very gentle. You're not pulling. It's just a nice little stretch. Put the head back down, release the hands, one knee at a time, bring it up and into the chest. Now we're gonna wrap our forearms around our shins and try to touch opposite elbows. So I'm gonna have you tuck into a tiny ball. Lift your forehead up to meet your knees. And here you want to tuck those knees in towards you. Just breathe here a few more times. Keep the tummy down. And then release. Okay, I'm going to have you cross your right knee over the left. Go to a much smaller bend in the legs. Very small. Now, roll those knees to the right side. And let's get our arm involved here so we get a nice chest stretch. So you open out at a 45-degree angle. Now use that right leg to pull the left knee towards the floor. They're not going to get there. Might want to try switching up the angle a little bit, maybe a lesser bend in the knee, maybe a bigger bend in the knee. Play with it to find a spot that feels good for you. Take that left arm, reach it longer. Spread your fingers wide. Stay active. So we're actively trying to lengthen the whole side body. Okay, bring the arm in, uncross your knees, bring the legs back up and into the chest. I like to sort of recenter, square off that low back. So hug in. Now take the legs back down. Now you've got your left knee going over the right. You're going to let them come down to the left, really slowly. And then the right arm goes out to the side. Really reach it long. That's where you get the benefit of lengthening. So we want to take as many breaths while we're holding a stretch as we can. Helps us, instead of fighting the stretch, you kind of give into it with your breathing. Nice. Okay, bring the legs back, bring the arm in, uncross. We're going to do that 4-point stretch while we're here. So your feet are hip width apart. You got a pretty good bend in the knees. We're just going to take the right foot and flex it on top of the left thigh. Now, before you start pulling that left knee in, I want you to move your right knee out. Move it away from the body. Breathe a few more times in this position. And then let's bring that left knee in. Hold wherever you're comfortable. So once you're bringing that left knee in, you still want to actively push the right knee away, keeping the foot flexed. Nice job. Okay, release that foot to the floor and the right one, and then just switch legs. And before you lift that right knee up, don't forget to hang out here just for a few breaths while you push the left knee forward. And when you're ready, bring that right knee in. Keep moving that left knee towards the front of your room. And keep trying to bring that right knee in a little closer. Okay, release the right foot down and the left. You're gonna extend the legs all the way down along the floor. Point the toes, get nice and flat on the shoulder blades. Sweep the arms back behind you. Last time doing this stretch. Bring the belly down, bring the arms up, lift your head, slowly roll up. And you're gonna open your feet to the corners of your mat and dive through your legs. So now your upper back is rounding and you're just gonna hang out here for 5 big breaths. Let your head fall where it wants to. You can have your forearms on the floor. Just breathe. Keep your belly in. Okay, take it back up. Now you're going to take your left hand, keep your feet where they were. Take your left hand to touch the outside of that right foot. Bring your right hand back by your butt and give me a little rotation if you can of your chest facing the right side of your room. Now you're going to bend the left elbow and you're going to bring the torso down a little bit. See if you can maybe put that elbow on the floor. And then lift back up, release the foot. And let's do the same on the other side. So right hand grabs the left foot. Rotate as you lean forward. Now bend through that elbow. And straighten the arm, come back up. You're going to bring the feet together. Shake out your legs. One more stretch before you rush off to work. And I know you have to rush to work. Okay, so you're in a forward fold. Cross your right foot over the left and drift your butt backwards without falling, of course. Just hold this pose. You should be feeling this on the outside of that left leg, your IT band. Try to let your head relax so you're not stressing your neck. Kind of defeats the purpose. We're trying to get a good stretch through the body. You don't want to tense up anywhere else. Okay, however you do it, uncross the legs and take the left foot over the right this time. Drift that booty backwards. Hang out here, relax the neck. Kind of wiggle your hips to see where you need to hang out the longest. All about repositioning, finding that tight spot. Okay, uncross. Stay here for 2 breaths with your feet hip width apart and you're in a full fold. Let your body go where it wants to. Okay, one hand at a time above your knees. Come up to a standing position, nice and slow so we don't get dizzy. Take a nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job. Great job getting it done, Val.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Mwah.
Bye.
Love you. Be good.
Bye.
Bye.